Niko hapa. I always get extremely fascinated when I am in the midst of alumni of any school, including my own school, and when people really meet, and particularly when they meet at high school level, not even primary, high school. The stories are always told with a lot of nostalgia and great memories. And I've asked a few people why, and they have said that that is the most important formative period of a human being. And it's spent, for most of us, we spend it in high school. And so I was really fascinated by the stories given here, including by Her Excellency, about your experiences in this school. I'm here and I really look misplaced. I don't think I qualified to have been the chief guest today. And I had a lot of debate in my mind whether we should not switch the chief guestness, if there's something like that, between me and Her Excellency, because I am the least qualified. I have no story to tell about my girls, except that it was one of those small schools that was closer to St. Patrick's High School. I'm serious. We had the best bus in the entire country. Yeah, we had a Mercedes bus. And every time we went for sports, it's called Van Tool. So when the Mercedes bus comes, we would all exclaim and ask, which plane is this? Because we had one of the best equipment. But on a serious note, my son is in Alliance. So, and when but the day I took him to school, of course, his friends were asking, oh, which school did you go? Did you go? Because many of the students who have gone there, or a sizable number, their parents went to the same school. So they asked me, where did you go to school? I said, I went to the school, the one when people miss, they come to Alliance. And then my son was looking at me. I said, look at this school called Alliance High School. We all get fascinated about this school, but look at the infrastructure. It looks dilapidated. It looks old. The place, the infrastructure is, the field is not there. Do they have a swimming pool? I think they have some swimming pool of some sort somewhere. And so when we went there for one of the functions in preparation for the celebration they will have this Sunday, which is a centenary celebrations. They are turning 100 years this year. When in preparation for the same, because these are my son now is a Form 4, so from Form 1 they were preparing for the 100 years. So we challenged Ichungwas and many of these people and told them, my friends, you can't keep saying I went to Alliance with this kind of infrastructure. And I'm extremely excited to see the transformation that has gone to that school in the last 4 years. And as the president goes for the celebration on Sunday and unveil the infrastructure that is there, I think it is one of those things that speaks volumes when alumni come together to do something for their school. It is not that the entire infrastructure was as a result of the alumni, but they played a very critical role. So when you hear some people say, I have been to Moi Girls, and I think Moi Girls needs or requires a serious overhaul, in terms of infrastructure. When my friend Dorothy came to see me, Dorothy, she used to be our leader in Law Society, and she's my friend. And when she came to look for me, and another friend of mine called Nelly, who is not here, Nelly Komen, I think she's in Sudan. She came to look for me to say I was going to be a chief guest today. and she told me to be a chief guest of fundraising for a swimming pool. I asked Dorothy, you're taking me, you're not very serious. I mean, what will I tell people, that I went to fundraise for a swimming pool? What is a swimming pool? Yeah. Then she gave me the story, what the swimming pool, and I came, and actually she convinced me to come tonight because of the story she gave me. And I feel from your conversation here, from the MC to that the swimming pool is not swimming pool per se. You do not really come here to just fundraise. If I can just feel the spirit of this function, it is a spirit that is longing to go back home, to give back to the school that made a difference in your life. And therefore, you are beginning to plant a seed. And I believe that this seed from the conversation, particularly from the challenge given by Her Excellency, will now, plant in your minds ideas on how best you are going to improve that institution and how you are going to reconnect back and to give back to others the way your lives were changed by getting the opportunity to go Moi Girls. Truly, many Kenyans, many children from different parts of our country really dream to go to Moi Girls. And that is, and for some, especially those who come from very humble background, is that is the greatest chance for transformation. High school plays a critical role. I went to a school that is a sports school. As you know, St. Patrick's High School is known for athletics, volleyball. There was a time we were volleyball champions for over 10 years, and many other sports, hockey and so forth. And now I look back, just to imagine the days my classmates used to win gold medals and come back and sit with us in the same class. I had a desk mate who went to Paris for a junior race and came back with gold, and we are sitting there very humble. And the experiences, and to see them, waking up very early in the morning to go and run. Some of us used to play football, others hockey. And the interaction that we had, the formative stages, how it changed our lives. Somebody like me who came from a Mbobut forest, I went to another school before I came to St. Patrick's, so I've gone also around, but I did not lead a strike. As a son of a reverend, I was well tutored and in Sunday school. But high school changed my life. I went to a primary school where the teacher, when he's teaching maths, even Kiswahili and English, is mixing with Marakwet. I have Marakwet, I have as a language of instruction. And so it is until I stepped in high school that I realized that there was a difference between a B, a P, a F, V, PH, because we only knew either B or P, depending on the situation. So every time, they would say, your teacher will tell you, write Pata. Pata for, with F. Yes, okay, it's father, So when I joined Form 1, in my first month or so, I lost my physics book. So I stood in the entire class, and nakauliza, nani ameona kitabu yangu ya physics? And, everybody laughed. So, and I repeated, I said, kwa nini mnacheka? Nimeuliza kitabu yangu ya physics. Yeah. Then a friend of mine called Josiah Reed Mukabane came and whispered to me later and told me, PH is, you say physics. I said, it's okay. What is the problem? We are all here anyway. So I'm very, very, very happy to know that this life, our lives have changed over time, but a lot of it is attributed to our time in high school. So I wish you well as you bond, as you come together, as you remember the days you were in high school. This is also an opportunity for you to renew your commitment to support others and support the institution. I believe also that we have a responsibility as professionals. I know Deborah, was it Deborah? Yes, the MC, spoke about, and let me first digress. You see, when you see everybody glittering, happy, successful, well-dressed, whatever, you know, very few people realize where people have come from, you know? If you look at us speaking to here, you don't see Madare. Did you say Madare or, yeah, you don't see Madare in her. Because like the Bible says, he went through fire, and then fire refines gold, and the product that comes on the other side becomes, and that's the story of so many of us here, becomes a very important product. And so, what was I saying? I was saying that yes, so there was the social media post. First, I'm very happy with that post that you are two-term. That is the most important thing I took from there. From the post, the most important thing was not the building the school, is that you are two-term. I don't think that government alone cannot build the entire infrastructure in our country. That's why God gave us these opportunities to mobilize resources, to give back, to connect our institutions with people who are successful. For you to build a resource facility like the one Her Excellency said, you cannot build in all the high schools. But if you have centers of excellence in a number of the high schools, perhaps it can also be shared around the other schools. And so don't shy away. Don't feel like discouraged. And don't always think that if a minister comes from there, or the CS comes from there, or the president comes from a particular corner, there is some other resources he will just pick and do it. Yeah? That institution is waiting for us. There is some things that government will do, but there are things that we can connect that institution with friends like me. You know, it took friends of that institution or alumni to invite me to come here. Otherwise, I would not have been here. But there are many other people, there are business people, more gifted with more resources than me, that can be able to help us to do something in the school. Having said that, I will definitely go back to His Excellency the President and say that your school requires serious infrastructure development, as the principal has told me. And when called upon to do something else, because we have agreed we'll finish the swimming pool today, right? But when called upon to do something else, I am more than willing to come. The other reason why I came here is to just see those girls personally. The ones who walikuwa wanaringa. But I'm very happily married. And I have to announce this because Mama Kathleen is here and is the friend of my wife. So that I don't live here, and she starts telling my wife, I was looking around for an old girlfriend of my girls. My wife went to Naivasha Girls, so it's as well a good school. And she was very good in the 10 maths contest. And I know you did a 10 maths contest, some of you, and you didn't pass anywhere because it was a very difficult subject. So anyway, I don't want to say many other stories. Mungu awabariki. I think to save time, it is now my greatest pleasure to preside over this Rambe. And before I do so, I just want to say, Ma'am, thank you very much. You are, let me just say this, please. I didn't know that part of you is Moi Girls. If the Lord blessed you in Moi Girls to be you are. You are a great, great inspiration to many people in this country. In fact, had I been told that you would come, I would have told them to make you the chief guest, and then I come as a supporting cast. You are an inspiration to many. Your story of determination, resilience. We have read your story of what you went through as a teacher on things that you didn't have anything to do with, just because people had an issue with your husband and politics. That's also what my wife goes to, but in a very small portion, just social media posts, not what you went through. And I want to tell you that the sacrifice your family has made, and you being the pillar of your family, is an inspiration to so many of us here, so many of us, including myself. And I consider myself your son, by age, but also by the mentorship that the late Prime Minister gave to me. And as you know, we had a special friendship with him, thanks to the fact that he identified me when we were starting ODM and put me in many places before I joined politics later. So we respect you. We continue praying for you. We congratulate you for on your appointment to become an ambassador to the UNEP. And I believe that there's far, far much more you can contribute to our nation. Since you come from Cabernet, I will work very hard to ensure I take you to Elgeyo Marakwet before the end of the year, so that you can go and speak to the people of that area and encourage and inspire them, particularly the schools that have now been opened since we stabilized matter security in Kerio Valley region. I'll be very more than happy to go with you. And please, when I make that request, grant me the opportunity to go with you. Thank you very much. May I now, well, how do you do this, Arambe? Asanteni sana. I know you really want to bond. So I just want to do some small Arambe and leave to allow you to have
it's not a small Arambe.
Yeah, this is.
Atuwezi Rudi, I've shown you the threats that are existential threats that are outside. It's not a small, we have to finish the swimming pool today.
This is a small Arambe. So when you call us for a big Arambe, I will tell you it's a big Arambe.
Don't think me scare you. Okay, sawa sawa. So I think the chairman of the board, I think we'll start with the board. Then after the board, we are going to go to the guest of honor.
What do? You do this or you pick a makofi? You snap?
Mnataka piga makofi ama kusnap?
No, piga makofi.
Pigeni makofi.
Yeah. Sasa tufanye ki St. Patrick's. The BOM and the PTA, Parents Association, sorry, and the Friends have contributed, pigia makofi, 700,000 shillings. Thank you very much, Chair and Madam Principal. So we are now 5.3 million remaining. Okay.
So I have 50,000 shillings from MD New KCC, Mr. Joseph Choge. Clap for him. I have 50,000 shillings from the MP Nandi Hills. He's also our parent, 50,000. And then I have 200,000 from the head of public service.
Thank you.